Tens to tablets, it's all about the gadgets. This is Gadget Guy Addict, and I have this Huatik Deluxe 5-in-1 lens for your cell phone. So if you want to take some great photos with your cell phone, you need to watch this video. Hey, if this is your first time in my channel, I just want to say thanks for watching, and if you like what you see, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, and leave me a comment if you have something to say about the product that we're looking at today. That being said, let's go ahead and get into this. Telephoto on your cell phone. Alright, this is the Huatik Telephoto lens, comes in the Deluxe 5-in-1 lens kit, and you know what? I am pretty impressed with some of the products that are offered within this kit. So what I have for you to start with is like I said, the zoom. Now I'm going to show you some samples of what it does and walk you through it. It also comes with some smaller lenses. As you can see, it goes on your cell phone and it stays put. Now this one actually has a great little piece where there's a wheel on it, and I'll show you the rest here in just a second. Alright, so what we have here is, this is a little 3D printed Groot, and he is approximately 7 inches away from my Note 8. So what I wanted to do is compare for these different lenses what it looks like from just what the camera can offer you to the distance to the subject, and then what these lenses will do. And you can see here, I'm going to go ahead and take photos on this, and I'll add them to the video as we go along, but you can also see on my screen what it's kind of looking like. Now obviously you're not going to see the clarity I do, but as we go along I'll add these in. So first shot here is just with Groot, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the different lenses. I'll tell you which ones they are, give you a close-up here. This one here is the fisheye lens. Fisheye lens has been added, and I didn't change the distance, you can see. So here's what it looks like, and we can see a whole lot more. So this lens has actually got two different things going on. There is a macro, and then there is a wide angle. So if we take this apart, we have the macro down here. And then if we add this back in, we end up with a wide angle on your macro. So I'm going to put them together and put this on. Alright, so what you can see here is this is with the macro, and the distance is huge. I took off the wide angle lens. Alright, putting the wide angle lens on. Pretty much looks very similar to what the camera can offer. But now what we're going to do is we're going to take that wide angle lens off, and I'm going to get really close to the subject here. Let's say maybe an inch at best. You can see the detail. But it seems we can get even closer. So now you can really see the detail on that eyeball, all the lines from the 3D printing. Alright, so that is quite the difference. I'm going to go ahead and zoom in again with this. And this got the wide angle on it, so we can actually see more of the face. And I'm going to say the camera's having a hard time, but now we're about 2 inches apart. You can see the defects in here. So, nice little piece right there. Last one is a CPL mobile phone lens. Okay, so this takes glare off. Take the glare out of, say, a puddle or something of that nature. Actually, we might be able to see, yeah, there we go. Maybe we can get some glare off of this, and that'll fix it. Alright, so glare seems to work great. Now, the last piece we have, I really like. There are two components to this. So depending on what you want to use, there is this additional piece that goes on your camera phone, mainly for the iPhone users. It's got this knurled knob, so you can set it on there and keep it tight and whatnot. Now, that one fits my phone also. Okay, and so we can put it on there. But now we have telephoto, and I'll tell you, telephoto does not work for close-ups. So we're going to take this outside, and I'm going to do some photos of that. All right, we're outside now, and I'm just trying to adjust this lens to get it just right. Unfortunately, I have that dual lens on my camera, being a Note 8, and so you have to kind of line it up exactly. Now, right now you can see that it is extremely blurry because this has a manual focus ring on it. And what we'll do is we'll just zoom in here a little bit. So I highly recommend using a tripod because the autofocus whatnot on the camera is really fighting me. Oops. Well, there's a good opportunity. So now you can see without that lens what it looks like. So that's wide angle. That's zoomed in from the phone. Okay, so I've shown you all the different lenses. I've kind of given you a little bit of what they do, how they'll work for you. And I can tell you, so there's a couple different things that I really like. This lens feels like it stays put. Now, you're not going to go running around with it, but you know what? Bottom line is for a zoom lens that goes on a cell phone, I think they did a really great job of putting this together. Also, you have this small clip, okay, and you can hold the other lenses with it. You can also hold this large lens if you want to, too. So you can use your cell phone for so many things by adding a few lenses to it. Now, you can put the fisheye lens on so that you can do vlogging with just your cell phone because, you know, I don't know about you, but you have this great camera that you put on the back of the cell phone, and on the front, it's kind of so-so. And my experience is the one on the front for doing the selfies and whatnot, great for a selfie, but if you're going to vlog, you want some higher quality. So you can put the fisheye lens on the back, and you can turn it around, and you can be looking at yourself, and you know you're always going to be in the shot. And honestly, you can always crop it later on if you really aren't sure where you're going to be in that shot. Other things, the macro. Look, there's some times that you really probably will never use a macro. And then there's those times that you're out and you go, wow, look at that. You know, maybe it's an animal, maybe it's a bug, maybe it's a flower. Looks great. The macro is a nice little piece. And since it all sits in the kit, I think it's a great idea. Telephoto is the one I really love because I don't know about if you've ever tried this. If you've ever been out camping, hiking, you name it, and you whip out your cell phone and you take a photo because you can see this detail, but your cell phone just doesn't do it. And when you zoom in, it gets really distorted. Now you have an optical 12x or 12 times lens that you can zoom in on. Now, as you saw in the sample, probably putting on a tripod, leaning it up against a tree, maybe on a rock, something like that, better way to go. The bottom line is you have the ability to zoom in on something that you're probably not going to get the detail normally with your cell phone. So bottom line is this is a great little kit. At the time of this video, it's about 30 bucks. And honestly, for $30 to get some lenses that actually work well, go on your phone and stay on your phone, I think are great. And you don't need a special case or anything. You just clip them on and go to town. So thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. And if you like this, like I say, make sure you subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and leave some comments down below. And until the next time, this is Gadget Guy Addict.